Okay, well, we have a lot to talk about, but before I get into the main details of the June 2018 update for Need for Speed Payback, there's a quick few things that I want to throw at you. If you sign on to Need for Speed Payback before the end of June 3rd, you'll actually get a free premium shipment. So, not a huge deal, but I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware, just in case that's something they might be interested in. Now, you probably know if you follow my channel, every week I cover the abandoned cars, and I have yet to cover this week's car, so I figured I would include it in this video, especially because abandoned cars actually has to do with the update for June 2018. So you saw the location right here. Just fast travel to the gas station that's at the top right part of the map, and pretty much take this little drift zone over to the canyon area where you're going to find that abandoned car. So nothing else I really need to say there. You're going to watch me drive from the gas station right to the abandoned car, then you're going to see the copper suit gameplay, and then at the end of the video you're just going to see some racing gameplay in my level 399 BMW, which also ties in to the update that we're going to talk about here. But those are the two things I just wanted to quick mention. Now it's all about the June 2018 update. So first thing that I want to make very clear is that everything that we're talking about here will not actually go into effect or be in the game until June 19th of 2018. So that's the date that we're actually going to get this update. They decided to share all the information and all the parts of the update a little bit early though. So if you remember, we haven't actually had a big update like this since March. That was when we got some new cars added, we got Eddie's Skyline. Since then they haven't really done anything, so it's been a good 2 months, and that's why I think this update is pretty gigantic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and that damn traffic got in my way. But alright, so the first thing is, and this is, I'm going to mainly focus on the things that I actually care about. So this one, for sure, there's going to be racing in online free roam. So all drive, when you go there, you're actually going to be able to race your friends now. And basically you can do it anywhere you want. You pretty much will just invite your friends, or you can invite the entire lobby to a race. And then you just race, whoever crosses the finish line first wins. That is awesome, and probably my favorite part of this update, just because free roam before, I mean, at first it just had nothing except you free roam around. Then they added activities, which was pretty cool, but you know, you gotta have racing in there. We gotta be able to actually race each other. So I'm very happy about this. I think that's a really good part of the update. Now the next thing is, and I know for me, honestly, I didn't care all that much, but for a racing, you know, an arcade racing game, I think this makes perfect sense, and I'm not sure just why it wasn't like this from the start. Every car in the game will now be able to go to performance level 399, so none of them will be capped at 299 anymore. Every car can go to 399, so I think a lot of people will be happy about that. I definitely think it's a good thing. Now there actually will be a car pack. You're going to have to buy it. There's 3 cars that are going to be in this DLC car pack for June. I only honestly personally would care for one of them. That's the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Absolutely love the car, but I'm probably not going to spend any more money on this game. So the other 2, in case you're wondering, are the Chevy Colorado ZR2 and then also the Land Rover Range Rover Sport SVR. So 2 SUVs, definitely good for off-road, but for me, I'm not really too into those. So another thing, I don't care because I don't do paint jobs really for my cars, but instead of only having 50 slots for wraps, you're now going to be able to go up to 100. So that's definitely a good thing for all the painters, and I know a lot of people are going to care about that. So that's definitely a good community update, and that's what they kind of said. They're really, you know, all these updates that are in this June update, they're basically ideas from the community, so it's really nice that they're listening, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. So this next one, it's interesting, it's kind of random, I don't really care. It's called Chat Wheel. That's going to be an all drive, and basically you're going to be able to put like an emoji up behind your car or something that other drivers will be able to see when you're playing online. And I think even if they're not like watching you or something, they're still going to see it somehow. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but that is another part of it. Now, the next thing, I personally I've never done speed list to this point at least, but basically you're not going to be able to crash for the first 10 seconds of the speed list race, so that's definitely a good thing. I'm assuming for whatever reason, you could either crash into each other or traffic could be in your way within the first seconds, which that's pretty stupid, and I agree that that should be done. Now, abandoned cars, right now you're watching that Plymouth Cuda. This is a runner build, which I knew right from the start, so make sure you grab this thing. You have about 32 or 3 hours, like I think I mentioned already, left to get this thing. June 4th, Monday, it'll be gone, so, and what I'm saying is here too, like, you're not going to be able to get any of these first 5 probably for a while, if ever again, via the abandoned cars, because what they're doing now with the abandoned cars is they're going to give you all 10 Street League Bosses vehicles. So finally we're going to see some new cars for the abandoned cars, and this is really cool. And it also says though that we might see some iconic rides from Need for Speed, so there might be cars from like previous older Need for Speed games that we're going to see in the abandoned cars as well. So this is pretty exciting, definitely a good thing. Now another little thing, nothing, you know, major here, but toggle UI on and off. So basically you can kind of make your screen feel like it's just perfectly real life. Like there won't be any gauge, there won't be any mini-map, nothing like that. So not a huge thing, but hey, nice to have options if, you know, you want to change the way the game looks and all that. So the final part is vanity items. So you're going to be able to get cop car sirens, which I think that's pretty cool. Also multicolored underglow. So basically, obviously, you can have red and blue or red and green, whatever you want to do, you know. So that's, again, not a huge thing, but it's cool. It's cool to have different options and different customization. The final thing, now this is definitely a good thing. Something I'm happy about, especially because I'm very picky with my wheels. They actually added rims into the game. So there's 3 new brands, and I think there's a total of 24 unique wheels. So that's definitely a good thing. More customization never hurts. But that is it. That is all the information from under the hood. Like I said, this is directly from EA Need for Speed. You know, they put this update out. That's all the information. So in case you're wondering, you want to read it for yourself, you need proof, I'll have everything linked down in the description. The under the hood, I'll also even have their tweet if you want for the free premium shipment, which I don't know how many people actually follow Twitter, have a Twitter, or follow Need for Speed on Twitter, but I do, so I always get those little things, and it's nice, you know, just to get some free things once in a while. So I just want to share my opinions on this update real quick. So racing in online free roam, I mean, that was a no-brainer. That's definitely awesome. All the cars go into level 399. It's an arcade racing game. Everything should be able to do pretty much whatever you want. The new car pack, I wish they would just, you know, add some more cars for free, but I guess they just want to keep putting DLC out that people are going to have to pay for. It is what it is. I'm not going to buy it, so that's up to you what you want to do with that. The wrap slot's awesome for painters. I mean, you guys want to be able to customize your car as much as possible, so that's a really good thing. The chat wheel, don't really care about that. Speedless collision thing, paused at the start of the race 10 seconds. I mean, I don't ever do that. I've never done it before. I'm not that into Need for Speed Payback, so I don't really have an opinion on that. The new abandoned cars, oh my gosh, I've gotten so bored of the abandoned cars recently just because it's the same locations and it's the same cars just in a different spec. I mean, you know, maybe twice, like repeating them one time after they all originally came out, it would have been good because some people missed them, they couldn't play the game, they didn't have the game, whatever, you know, it's cool, that's good. And maybe a long time from then, like release them again like now, bring those cars back, it would have been good. But to repeat the same cars in the same locations over and over, I mean, come on, everybody that played this game for a long time got bored, and it's really nice to see that finally there's going to be new abandoned cars. And I didn't even beat the street bosses yet, so I don't even know what cars they are, so I'm glad that I've been taking my time with this game because now these will be new for me. The toggle the UI, nothing wrong with that, and the new vanity items, again, customization can't hurt. So overall, I think this is going to be a great update. The thing is, though, I feel like, I don't know how many people, because obviously not everyone's online sharing their opinion, but it seems like a lot of people are bored with this game, don't like the game, think the game's quote-unquote trash. I mean, here's how I look at it. I enjoy the game, but I just don't have a desire to play it too often, so it's definitely not the best racing game I've ever played. But wouldn't you think that, you know, they're listening to the community to fix these things? Hasn't this community been around for a pretty long time by now, and we've probably been asking for similar things over the last few years? Why is it taking so long? It's like 6 months, 7 months out now since this game came out, and now these things are being added, like online racing and some customization items and, you know, things like that. I feel like you know, it's great that they're listening to the community and they're doing good updates for the game, but shouldn't these things have been done, like, you know, a while ago? Like, maybe when the game came out, those 2 years they had to work on the game. That's the only thing that I see that it's like, you know, what the heck are you guys doing? But it's still nice to see updates, it's still nice to see they're supporting the game. So I want to hear your opinions, let me know what you think, but I really hope everyone found this useful. Thanks for watching, peace!